Now, here I will discuss the one of the topic of the microprocessor. It would be input-output devices interfacing. That means how to interface input-output devices. I have a device interfacing with 8085 microprocessor. I have a device interfacing with 8085 microprocessor. So, if we want to interface any input-output device with 8085 microprocessor, we have two methods. First one would be we can use memory mapped IO mode to connect the input-output device, or we can use IO mapped IO mode to connect the input-output device. IO mapped IO mode. Out of these two modes, we can use any of the modes to connect the input-output device to the microprocessor, 8085 microprocessor. So, if we use memory mapped IO mode, here size of address it will always be 16-bit. Here we use 16-bit address, but if we connect the input-output device in IO mapped IO mode, here size of the address would be 8-bit. Second one, some instructions are dedicated or used in particular mode. In memory mapped IO mode, the instruction we use for these input-output devices are load accumulator 16-bit address, load accumulator 16-bit address, and store accumulator 16-bit address. Here in IO mapped IO mode, we use the instructions as in. Since we have written the address size here would be, here it would be 8-bit. So in 8-bit address and out 8-bit address. So out of these two, memory mapped IO mode, we can use any of the mode to connect the input-output device. If we use this mode, then address would be 16-bit. Instructions we can use, these are load accumulator 16-bit address and store accumulator 16-bit address. But if we use IO mapped IO mode, 8-bit address is there, and instructions used would be in 8-bit address and out 8-bit address. Next is how many devices we can connect in particular mode. In memory mapped IO mode, the number of devices what we can connect, number of devices can be connected 2 to the power 16. This many number of devices can be connected. And in IO mapped IO mode, we can connect only 2 to the power 8 input devices and 2 to the power 8 output devices. That means all and all we can use 500, we can connect 512 input output devices in this mode, input output IO mapped IO mode. Here we can connect 2 to the power 8 input devices and 2 to the power 8 output devices. All and all we can connect 512 input output devices. If more than 512 we'll have to connect these input output devices in memory mapped IO mode, where we can connect 2 to the power 16 number of IO devices. But if we connect the IO devices in IO mode, then that IO device as memory, and we can use the memory location, or we can connect this many number of input output devices in this mode. Now how we'll connect these input output devices in these two modes. Before that, I'll explain what are these instructions like load accumulator, store accumulator, in and out. So first I'll explain load accumulator 16-bit address. This means what? Load the accumulator with the content given at the 16-bit address, with the, or load accumulator with the content stored at the 16-bit address. 16-bit address at that memory location, at this address, 16-bit address, some data would be there. This data you want to load in the accumulator. That is the meaning of this. Load accumulator 16-bit address. Now, second one, store accumulator 16-bit address. Store accumulator 16-bit address. Here, what we'll do, at this 16-bit address, we'll store the content of the accumulator. That is what content of the accumulator or accumulator content is placed at the location mentioned by this 16-bit address. Okay. So, if we write in terms of read and write operation, so load would be what? Read operation. This is equivalent to read operation, and this is equivalent to write operation. This is equivalent to read operation, load accumulator. Load accumulator 16-bit address, and this is equivalent to store accumulator 16-bit address. This is equivalent to write operation. Okay, I think that you know. Data to the processor. Data to the processor, that is equivalent to, this is what? Data to the processor, which is equivalent to, this is equivalent to read operation. Reading and writing, these operations are defined with respect to processor, not with respect to the person. Now, data to the processor, that means what? Processor is reading something. Data to the processor, that means processor is reading something. This is equivalent to read operation. And data from the processor, data from the processor, that is equivalent to write operation. Data from the processor, it is equivalent to write operation. Data to the processor, that is equivalent to read operation. Now, the next two instructions, in and out 8-bit address. In 8-bit address, this means what? At this 8-bit address, whatever data is there, that data is to be placed onto the accumulator. This is equivalent to read operation. This means what? Put the data the data of the input device, put the data of the input device addressed by 8-bit address, addressed by given 8-bit address. Put the data of the input device addressed by the given 8-bit address. That means what? That input device whose address is this 8-bit address, you need to put the content or the data of that 8-bit device onto the accumulator. Onto the accumulator. Read operation, it is equivalent to put the data of the input device addressed by the given 8-bit address onto the accumulator. Similarly, if it is out 8-bit address, then this is what equivalent to write operation. This is equivalent to write operation, and this time what we'll do, we'll put the accumulator content. This instruction, it does put the accumulator content on the output device whose address is given by 8-bit address mentioned in the instruction. That means what? Here directly the accumulator content is placed on the output device addressed by this address, and here the content or the data of the 8-bit content or the data of the input device addressed by this 8-bit address is placed on the accumulator. Okay. In out and load accumulator, store accumulator, these are the instructions used in memory mapped IO mode and IO mapped IO mode. One question. For this input output interfacing. Input output device to 8 decoder zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is active low output decoder. 0th pin is connected to the input output device to G3 pin. This input output device D0 to D7. We want to transfer some data. Transfer some data from this input output device through these pins, not to D7. What would be the correct instruction to transfer the data from this input output device through these pins? This is the question. So 3:8 decoder. These address lines are working as the input of the 3:8 decoder. G1 bar IO memory bar, G2 bar read bar, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. This is output of this AND gate is working as enable pin for 3:8 decoder, and output of second AND gate, this is working as enable pin for the input output device A8, A9, A10 and then A11, A12 up to 15. in this manner, this input output device being interfaced to 8085 microprocessor, we want to write correct data transfer. We want this input output to transfer the data through D0 to D7 through these pins D0 to D7. Now, if we want this input output device to perform some operation, that means what? It should be selected the analyzing direction. First we'll analyze for the input output device. This must be selected through G3 bar pin. So first is what? To select the input output device, to select the IO device, through G3 bar pin, output of this active high 3:8 decoder should be what? It should be low at what pin? 0 pin. For the decoder to have active low output at 0 pin, A2, which are the inputs of 3:8 decoder, these should be 0, 0, 0. We cannot change A0, A1, A2. Other than this, if we change these address lines, then 3:8 decoder, it will have its output which is active low at some other pin. That means what? A0, A1, A2, these has to be 0. Second is what? To enable or to select the input output device through N1, to select the decoder, input output device. To select the input output device, enable 1. Output of the, it should be what? 1. Output of this AND gate, should be 1. For the AND gate to produce its output 1, these pins, all these pins should be A15, A14, A13, A12, A11, A10, A9, A8. The condition of these pins should be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. A8, A9, 10, these should be 0, 0. If we change these address lines, then input output, it will not be selected. So it should be enabled through this pin. Now we have enabled the input output device, but to enable the input output device, decoder should also be enabled. So to enable the decoder, third one, I think you must have noted this down. So I'm writing it again. What are the conditions over A15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. It should be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and these should be 0, 0, 0. Then condition over A2, A1 and A0, these are 0, 0, 0. These are 0, 0, 0. Now I'll rub this off. We have written what should be the condition over these address lines so that we can enable the input output device. So these are the conditions through the address pins. Now what the third part is what? To enable the decoder. To enable the decoder, because to perform any operation, before performing that operation, the decoder must be selected. So to select or to enable the decoder through EN2, through this pin, output of this AND gate should be 1, so that 3:8 decoder is enabled. What should be the condition over these address pins? A7, A6, A5, A4, A3, so that output of the AND gate is 1. If all these pins are 1, then decoder will be enabled through EN2 pin. Now, fourth one is G1 bar. If we want decoder to perform some operation, before performing that operation, it must be enabled. So to enable the decoder through IO memory bar, G1 bar should be what? G1 bar should be 0. If IO memory bar is 0, that means what? The input output selected in what mode? Memory mapped. Memory mapped IO mode. This is selected in memory mapped IO mode. Now the fifth is to select the decoder or to enable the decoder through G2 bar. Through G2 bar, if we want to enable the decoder through G2 bar, that means what? G2 bar should be 0. If G2 bar is 0, that means what? Read bar is 0. Read bar is 0. That means the operation involved is write operation. Sorry, it is read operation. Read bar is 0. That means the operation involved is write operation. Read operation. Sorry, it is read operation. Read bar is 0. Now we have selected 3:8 decoder through this pin, through this pin, through this pin. We have selected input output device through this pin, through this pin. Now we have got the condition. We have got the condition over the address lines A7, A6, A5, A4, A3. This should be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, now these are the condition over the address lines. Since all the address lines are utilized, and all the address lines are utilized to enable either the decoder or the input output device, we can write the address. We can write address for this, which is nothing but F8, F8. So this is what address. That means what? Input output device, it is communicating, the microprocessor is communicating with the input output device, addressed as this F8, F8H. Now since we have determined in what mode it is connected in memory mapped IO mode, and the operation involved is read operation. Now in memory mapped IO mode, we have written, if you remember the classification, we have written in memory mapped IO mode, the instructions used, that would be load accumulator, the 16-bit address, and store accumulator 16-bit address. Then you have written for load accumulator 16-bit address, this is equivalent to write operation, this is equivalent to read operation, and store accumulator 16-bit address, that is equivalent to write operation. So here the operation involved is read operation, and the mode is memory mapped IO mode. That means what? We'll use the instruction load accumulator 16-bit address. So correct instruction for the data transfer is what? Correct instruction for data transfer is load accumulator this 16-bit address F8, F8H. This is the correct instruction for data transfer. This means what? Load the accumulator with the data stored at this one. That means what? This is at this address some input output device is there. At this address some input output device is there. You need to transfer the data stored at this address at this addressed device to the accumulator. This is what a read operation. Okay, now suppose if I have a memory bar, if pin is active low pin, then different case, the question we have solved. That means what would be the correct instruction for data transfer from this input output device, that we have solved. This is the correct instruction. First get the condition over the address lines, write the address. After writing the address, get in what mode you have connected the input output device and what is the operation involved. Then after that you can write the instruction involved very easily. Now what we can do, if different case, if the operation involved is, if IO memory bar is 1, that means what? If G1, if this pin is active high pin, that means what? To select the 3:8 decoder through this pin, IO memory bar has to be 1. It has to be 1. That means what? The device is connected in IO mapped IO mode. In IO mapped IO mode. In IO mapped IO mode, you have written the instructions. We have in 8-bit address and out 8-bit address. Since this is read operation, for read operation we have the instruction what? In. Then it would be the instruction, correct instruction. Here we have address, the lower 8-bit we have written. At the same time, if you check the 16-bit address, lower 8-bit and higher 8-bit, these addresses are same, but you need to mention only the lower 8-bit address if it is connected in IO mapped IO mode. Now same thing, if in IO mapped IO mode only, if read bar, if this is write bar, instead of being read bar, if it is write bar, then if write bar, then it will be what? Write operation. Then for write operation you have the instruction. The correct instruction is in IO mapped IO mode for read operation in F8H, and for write operation it would be out F8H. This is the case. Now suppose IO memory bar is 0 only. If our memory bar is 0 only, that means what? It is connected in memory mapped IO mode. It is connected in memory mapped IO mode. And if write bar, instead of being read bar 0, if write bar is, operation involved is write operation, and if operation is write, instruction for the data transfer is what? Write operation, memory mapped, in memory mapped you have the instruction store accumulator 16-bit address. 16-bit address already you have written, it is F8 F8H. So this is the correct data transfer. So this completes your input output devices interfacing, how to interface the input output devices with the microprocessor.